welcome Jon Capewell.
How are we doing? You all right? Nice little woo there. You all right? I'm feeling good. Do I look slim from that angle down there? No, do I? Like, because I've lost 2 pounds, what do you reckon? In 12 months. I've been struggling with the baby weight. I'm trying. I've signed up to everything. I'm doing Slimming World. That's my thing at the moment. Does anybody else go? One fucking liar. And a few more liars down here, like trying to pretend just don't go. You just do. I'll find you. Don't worry. I go every week. I've got a favourite bit about going. My favourite bit is when you line up to get weighed and the person in front of you has put weight on. Because they'll come out with the shittest excuses you'll ever hear in your life, right? This woman in front of me, Carol her name is, she stepped on the scales and you've got this judgmental fat bitch at the end. You've been. Told ya, I see it. But she was like, oh, Carol, put on £0.5 pound this week, Carol. What's gone on? But without missing a beat, Carol was there with this shit excuse. She went, oh, I can explain that. I've had a spray tan. Fucking spray tan, what are you, a sponge? Look, I get it, it's girl math, innit? That's like 600 grams of spray tan, I get it, but leave your bullshit at home. Do you all come out with this shit excuses, though? You hear them all. Why have you put on weight? Oh, and I'm wearing a big coat. I've not done a big poo. Favourite one I ever heard. This woman went, well, my dog died. And this voice from the back of the room went, what did you do? Eat it. Love going. And they're always in the chippy after weighing day. Always in the chippy after weighing day. Slimmer of the week's there, giving it beans. Yeah, I'll have fish, chips, mushy peas, Diet Coke. I've saved me sins. Save the sins. They look like they fucking borrow their sins. But I love, do you know what? I love going about like, finding out people's motivations to lose weight, because everyone's got one. Like, it might be a thing like, oh, have you seen this picture of me? I need to lose weight. Look at this picture of me. And they'll show you the picture. They'll go, look at this picture of me. Look how fat I look. And it's a picture of him on the log flume. Who looks good on a log flume? No one. That's motivation to lose weight in itself, though, isn't it? That's motivation to lose weight by... imagine going to, like, Alton Towers or something and being too fat to get into the ride. That's my fear. My biggest fear. Imagine queuing up for Nemesis for 2.5 days to get on. And then by the time you sit in your seat, you've just got some scrawny little prick trying to jam you in. Just... It's not going in, that, mate. It's not going in. Gonna have to get off. I'm fucking not. I'd rather lose my life than my dignity. Click go, let's see what happens. Love going, find out people's motivations. I met a guy there called Dave, right? And Dave was diabetic, and that's why he was going, trying to keep his diabetes under control. And he came every week for about a year, until 2 weeks ago. He didn't show up. I was concerned, went back over to the judgmental fat bitch. I said, listen, you've been too, I can tell. I said, Dave's not here. Have you heard anything? And she went, well, we've got an announcement to make about Dave. Now, unfortunately, he's had to have his leg amputated. I know, I felt sorry for him too. Yeah, he did lose weight, you're right. Yeah, he did. Prick got slimmer of the week. Fuck Dave. No, they put him on the poster. You should see him there holding his pants. Well, it's more... I'll tell you my motivation was I got into a new relationship. I noticed I started putting on some pounds, so I thought I'd get a bit slimmer. And if it doesn't work, I'm going on the Monge. Fuck it. Anyone else on the Monge? Down here. How much have you lost?
I lost 3 stone.
You've lost 3 stone? Don't fucking woo that. No, she's cheating, innit? I said I lost 2 pounds in 12 months. You fucking laughed at me. She's jabbed herself to stop her from eating. Well done, she's doing dead well. That's like congratulating a gambling addict when you finally win. Well done, Derek. Well done, you finally won. You've lost your wife and kids, but well done. Can I have your share code, though? No, I know we've got couples in here today, so I'm in a new relationship. I'm a year in. I'm in that new phase, you know, when everything's new and exciting. Like, the couples that are in, you'll know what I'm on about. Like, the first time you share a bed in your relationship, it's a milestone in any relationship. It's all new and it's all exciting. She might make noises in her sleep, because people do. But it's all new and it's all exciting, so you're supportive, aren't you? You've got your arm around her. You're definitely in a new phase of your relationship. And if she makes noises, you're like, you all right there, babe? You okay? Making some noises in your sleep, you all right? And she wakes up, she's like, oh, I've just had a terrible dream. Like, oh, babe, no, not a terrible dream. Shh. Shh. Daddy's here. Shh. Changes when you're in a long-term relationship, though, doesn't it? 10 years later, babe, you're all right, making some noises in your sleep. I've just had a terrible dream. Well, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to sleep here, you sound like a walrus having a stroke. I'm on 6-2 in the morning. Everything changes in relationships, because when you first get with someone, it's all new, it's all exciting. Sex, that's the biggest change. Because when you first get with someone, you'll do it anywhere, everywhere. When they get in bed, the girl does that sexy thing. Do you know when they roll over and stick the bum out? And they start backing up like, beep, beep. I'm so sorry for the view, by the way. This ends up going on for a bit. I do end up on your knee. Brace yourself. Beep. Oh, by the way, my comedy goal, right? Do you know when you get comedians who are famous for jokes? Like garlic bread, things like that. I want that one. I want beep. I want beep. I just want everyone, for no reason whatsoever, just getting in bed going, beep. If she gets in bed tonight and she goes, beep, you think of me. You might last longer. I don't know. I'm in a new relationship. I'm happy. It's all going well. There's a few things that I've learned. I was single for a long time, far too long. We won't talk about it. And the one thing I learned was I went round to a house, and she had this candle fetish. Is the only way I can describe it. Living room full of candles. Kitchen full of candles. When we got to the bedroom, I didn't know if she wanted to make love or sacrifice me. And you pulled a face before when I said that daddy thing down here. I've seen a few of yours. She tried it. She said she tried to call me daddy. I was like, nah. Because I've got 2 kids. You can't call me daddy in the bedroom. I'll just chuck you an iPad and say to fuck off. Pull my hair. Pull my hair. And then I lived with her for a week. I did pull her hair out the fucking plug. One hairy bastard. It's going well. We had our first argument, by the way. We had our first argument. We went on holiday. I don't think I did anything wrong. She said it was my fault. You're laughing, going, it was. I'll tell you what happened, and you can tell me if I'm in the wrong or not. Yeah, seems fair? We were out, we were by the hotel, and I was like, let's get some drinks. I know it's like fucking midday, but we're on holiday, let's just have a few drinks and that in the sun. Went over to the bar, got served by the barmaid, and I was like, I'm going to use my charm here. I'll either get her some discount or some free drinks. And she was like, don't be a dickhead. I was like, no, I'll just use my charm. You know, put it on. She was like, don't be a dickhead. It's all right, I'll get free drinks. So I went over to the barmaid. I was like, hello? I don't know what this was. It's like, what's the chances of 2 free mojitos for this penguin? Anyway, right, I was giving her the eyes. I got the drinks. I got the free drinks. I was buzzing with myself. We go back over to our little lounge, little lounger, and she got a face like thunder. I said, what's up with you? She went, what's up with me? What the fuck was that? I said, what's your problem? You got some free drinks out of it. She said, I've got two problems. One, you were clearly flirting with that woman in front of me. I said, we got free drinks. What's your problem? Two, we're at an all-inclusive. I don't think I did anything wrong. What did anyone? No. And we got I've got kids as well from a previous relationship. Have we got kids in? Give me a cheer for parents. Good down here. Yeah. How old? Nearly 4. You had to think then. Nearly 4. Good age, isn't it? My eldest is 14. He's 6'3". He does jiu-jitsu 3 times a week. I'm fucking scared of him. Honest to God, I am, and I'm losing the father authority in my house. I completely lost it, and I know the exact moment I lost it was when I went to him, good night, son. Pardon? Calling him daddy. Am I calling my own son? You fucking knob. No? Fucking nonce. You tried, though. To be fair, though, I think if he said it to me, I fucking would have to. He does jiu-jitsu 3 times a week. He's been put in the adult classes. I don't fancy my fucking chances. If he walked down to me and went, call me daddy. Yes, daddy. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. He's got a girlfriend now. I've been told I should have the chat with him. Yeah, this is how I know it was a bit too late, right? I wasn't planning on saying this, but I fucked up as a parent with this, right? I'm in the middle of doing like some kitchen renovation, and he comes downstairs, and he was like, can you give me a lift to my girlfriend's house? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I clocked it. He had a love bite. Oh my God. I went, what the fuck is that? And he went, it was an accident. And I went, no, you were the accident. What the fuck was that? Daddy. He is. I apologise. I can't wait for the day that he's in court going, why the fuck did you do that horrible thing? And he's just like, because my dad said I was an accident. I didn't mean it, but I had him young. This is my problem. I was 18 when he was born, and I tried to say to him, I look like that guy from what's that film where he's like, I'm the captain now. Look at me. Captain Phillips. That's what it sounded like in my house, trying to have the fucking sex chat with him. I'm like, mate, you need to be sensible. You don't need to do it. Look at me. Look at my life. I'm the stepdad now. What the is? I had a bit of a breakdown, right? I'll work it out. But I was 18, and I wasn't mature enough to deal with going through fatherhood at that age. Like, you know, we sat down with the midwife. This is how immature I was. We sat down with the midwife, and she said, you can pick a birthing team. I bagsied captain. And I thought labour was what it was like in the movies. You know, you're out somewhere, waters break, go to hospital, push the baby out. I thought that's exactly what it would be like. And it's not, right? For 23 hours, it was just me, my girlfriend's mum, staring at my girlfriend's vagina. And I don't know why I said what I said. Maybe it was because I was immature. Maybe it's because I was nervous. But I looked at her mum in the eye and went, I've tapped that. And to shoot me down, she went, who hasn't? Doing both. 4 years old is a good age. 4 years old. I've got a younger one. My youngest is 10, and he's still in that little boy age, you know, where you can sort of like still play with like toys and all that. And it was his birthday last week. I didn't know what to get him, so I went in Smith's toy store, and I was like, listen, I've got a 10-year-old. I want to get him a toy that we can both play together. And he looked dead sheepish, this guy behind the counter, and just went, Nerf guns. I went, what? And he went, Nerf guns. I said, what? Come with me. And he takes me around the back of Smith's toy shop. Have you ever seen it? There's a fucking arsenal of weaponry back there. And he was showing me all sorts. I was like, you're telling me, mate, these plastic guns that fire these plastic bullets at the speed of light, and you can fire this at other children, and this shit's legal? I'll take 2. Casey calls me daddy. That's it, he was trying to sell me all sorts then. He said, do you want the Nerf gun Rapid Fire 2000? I said, yeah. He said, do you want 150 rounds of extra ammunition? I said, yeah. He said, do you want the safety goggles? Nah, fuck him. Won't be used for fun in my house, they'll be used for discipline and my own safety at this rate. But kids are expensive. That was my point I was going to get to. We got an email from the school, right? We got an email from the school saying because it's his final year in primary school, they're going to take him away for 5 nights to Llandudno, which I thought was great. Llandudno, beautiful place. But at the bottom, 250 quid. It's not that beautiful. I thought that must be some sort of mistake, right? So I called up the school. I was like, I think there's a typo on this email. It's saying 250 quid to Llandudno. And she was like, that's no typo. And it's pronounced Llandudno. I said, oh, I'm sorry. Not bad. And I had to ask as well, I said, where have you booked this, by the way? Because I had a quick look on booking.com, and for like £190, you can get 5 nights to Lanzarote. Sorry, Lanzarote. And we had this back and two, and she was like, listen, Mr. Capewell, if you can't afford it, he doesn't have to go. I said, it's not a fact, I can't afford it. It's just a lot of money for what it is. £200 is a lot of money. And I said to her I was going away on a lad's holiday. I was saving that because we were going to do something exciting. So, I'll tell you what, let me go away. I'll sort it out when we get back. And I went away with my friends. We went to, it doesn't matter where we went. I went to Dubai. It was nice. It was not relevant. I went. We were going to do something really exciting. We were going to do skydiving, but turns out £2 in 12 months wasn't enough. So. But we had fun. We had a good time. It's expensive over there. 20 quid a pint. Yeah, and they'll put it into a different currency, so you have no idea what you're paying for. It's called dirhams over there. That's what I learned. And I got approached by this girl one night, though. Stunning, absolutely stunning. She had long blonde hair. She had that perfect hourglass figure. She had this tight white dress on. She was a prostitute, besides the point. She makes a beeline for me. She comes over to me. She starts stroking my arm. She starts, like, caressing it. She goes, oh, you're so muscly. Do you go to the gym? I've been. I said, how can I help you? She was like, you can have all me, all night, for 2,000 dirhams. What more could you want? I was like, same package, just for free. And she looked me square in the eyes and went, no one would fuck you for free. I pulled a Nerf gun out. Say it again! I said, listen, thanks for your sales pitch. I'm not interested. Please leave me alone. And she was like, oh, John, no. Special offer just for you. 1,000 dirhams all night. I said, listen here. I don't even know what 1,000 dirhams is. Like, you could be trying to rip me off for all I know. And just to prove a point in my argument, I whipped out my phone, put 1,000 dirhams into pounds, convert, right? And it was 200 quid. So I called the school, and he's not going. So I've been Jon Capewell. Have a good night. See you later. Bye.